Hey everyone, this is Tom from Adventures at Home. So today we're going to have a different kind of video for you today. I know a lot of our videos lately have been on firewood and bucking logs and splitting logs and all of that. So if you've been following our channel for a while, one thing you'll know is that we had bought this property 4 years ago. And for the first year or two, most of our time was spent on the inside of the house. Well, this past winter, we've been trying to finish up the upstairs. And one of the projects I have today is with the bathroom remodel that I've been working on. I'm just about done with that. I haven't done any videos on it, but the one thing that I need to do is replace the closet door. There's a small closet, linen closet in the bathroom. So you'll see that closet door right there. So the door right behind me is the door I want to use for the closet door, and it's actually 2 inches too wide. So this door right here, is 28 inches wide, and I need a 26-inch wide door. So yeah, I went up to Home Depot yesterday, and they don't have 26-inch door slabs. They have 24, they have 28. We looked on the website. We looked on Lowe's. They only have they only have 24 and 28-inch doors. So for some reason they stopped making 26-inch wide doors. So today what I'll be doing is cutting this down, cutting a couple inches off of it, get it down to a 26-inch door. I did watch a guy on YouTube to see how to do this. Since these are hollow core doors, you need to make sure you have the outer portion of it intact in order to have it function correctly. So I'll give him credit. I'll go ahead and look him up and put him in the comments below, so you can watch his videos. But this is a guy that does a lot of home improvement. I've watched a lot of his videos, and he provides a lot of good information, so I really recommend checking him out. So anyway, guys, this is the door that I plan on cutting down. Again, it's too wide. So this is a 28-inch door, and I'll be cutting down the hinge side of it. I'll be cutting 2 inches off of that, and this will be our new closet door for the upstairs bathroom. So what I plan to do is running some tape down there so I don't damage the edges or damage the surface of the door, and I'll measure that off, mark it out, and I'll actually take this out to the table saw, cut 2 inches off, and then I'll have to reinsert the edge here. So this is the edge of the door. So this is only about an inch thick or so. I'll have to peel away the facing on both sides and then glue this back into the hollow core. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll just walk you through each step. Hey guys, so I'm in my barn here. This is where I keep my table saws. So what I've done is I've measured and marked off 26 inches on the door right behind me, and I put a piece of tape on both sides, so that way it will keep the door from fraying the surface of the door. So if you don't put the tape on there, what's going to happen is it's going to get all frayed and not look too good. So anyway, I'm going to get the table saw set up and cut this down. Hey guys, so I have the saw set up. So what I'm going to do now is just turn this on, get it running, get it warmed up a little bit, and then I'll cut about 2 inches off this. I'll cut about 2 inches off this door. So what I have left here is the outer edge of the door. So what I need to do now is remove this outer facing of the door, retrieve this core portion, and rebuild this hollowed out section here. So let me show you. So here's what the core looks like. It's hollow. That's why they call it a hollow core door. So anyway, I have to rebuild it with the piece I just cut off. So that's next. Okay guys, I just wanted to show you this better. So here's the cut side of the door that I just cut. So you can see it's all hollow. And here's the piece I cut off. So again, I need to remove the facing on both sides to retrieve this. It's about an inch thick piece of wood. And then I'll be gluing that in. So guys, I was able to get the facing off, just hammer and chisel. This area here was a little harder. So I just had to just stick the chisel, the pointy end of the chisel in here and just work at it. But now, as you can see, I have a lot of residue on here. So I need to get this all off and then reinsert this into the door. I'll put some glue inside the edge of the door first, put this in there, and either clamp it or tape it shut. Hey guys, so the next phase of this is to remove the leftover facing from the core piece that I cut off. So I have a planer here. I'm going to give that a try. So it's just a small little planer. This should take most of it off, and then I might have to belt sand the rest of it. So this is working okay. It's not great. All right. That's about all I'm going to get with this. I think I'm going to switch over to the belt sander. Okay guys, so that was definitely the hardest part of the job so far. There was about, I'd say at least a 1/16 inch of that facing on both sides glued very, very well. And the belt sander took care of it. I'm sure there's other tools that might work better, but this is what I had. So anyway, you can see it took most of it off. I didn't take all of it off. But I'm going to see if this will fit in there. And the next thing is to fit this in and glue it. And we'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so guys, just wanted to show you here what we have here. So you can see I'll need to remove this since this goes all the way to the edge. And on the ends here, I'll need to cut this down since we already have a piece there. So I'll need to cut that out. Cut it off. So again, the next part of this is to get this fit in there and glued in. So guys, what I ended up doing is cutting this into two pieces. So let me show you. Okay, so I fit this in. So I cut, since I had this middle section here, I'm just going to leave that. And luckily it wasn't where the hinge was. Here's where the hinge will go. So luckily that wasn't there. But anyway, here's the first piece. I just have it dry fitted in here just to kind of make sure it fits. Again, the next step is glue that in. And here's the second piece. Again, just kind of dry fit in there. So again, the next step is to glue these in and let it dry. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead and glued it, put the wood in there, and then I taped it in place. So I put a piece of tape about every inch. So every 1 inch, I put a piece of tape to basically clamp it together. And so I put the glue on the actual piece of wood that was being inserted, and I also put the glue on the inside there. So I just used this tongue and groove glue. This is some leftover glue I had from when I put all new flooring in the house on the main floor, and this is what I used, and it's been working very well. Tight bond, tongue and grooves. I had no issues with it over the last 4 years. So, hey guys, so it's been about a day since I glued the wooden strip into the core of the door. So it's been about 24 hours, so I'm sure this is nice and hard now. So what I'll be doing now is taking the tape off, probably just hand sand this a little bit. So I do have a door that was on the closet. I'll be lining that up with the hinge locations on this door just to make sure they match. If they don't match, I'll have to cut out the new hinge locations on this door. So I'm going to hurry up and get this tape off and then do a quick sanding job. Okay guys, I finally got all the tape off, so it felt like it had a roll of tape on there. There was a lot of tape. Okay guys, so here's the door with that new piece glued in there. I mean, it looks almost as good as a new door. I'm just really pretty amazed. So there's one of the hinge locations. So the next thing that I need to do is bump up this other door that I had on that closet and make sure the hinge locations match up. But yeah, this looks really good. I'm really impressed with this. So I wasn't even going to try this. I was just going to buy a door. But when I couldn't find one, my wife said, "Hey, let's just give this a try." So I did. So. Okay guys, so I compared that one door that I had installed on the closet with this other door here that I'm trying to use. And it looks like the hinges are just, the hinge cutouts are just the opposite. So I'm basically going to get my jig out. I'll get my jig out and cut some new hinge locations on this door. So this is what I mean. So you see on this hinge, see how it's rounded here? That's just the opposite of what it needs to be. This side here needs to be cut out straight in the rounded part there. So again, I'll just get my jig, put it on here, and cut all of these out, all three of them. So guys, here's the jig. This is a router jig for cutting out hinges. So you can see I've just mounted it in there opposite of the other one. And I'll just get the router and cut this out. Okay, so I cut the hinges out again, so now I've got the curve on the right side. The curve needs to be up here. You can see that. It's cut out flat. Here's the next one Of course, I'll need to put new holes in here. And here's the third one. So the next thing I want to do is sand the edge here real quick. Just give it a quick hand sanding with the sanding block, and just blow it off. And then I'll take it upstairs. So the last step is just to blow this off, clean it up, and get it upstairs and get the hinges on. Hey guys, so here I am in the bathroom. So I got the door on. Here it is right behind me. So here's the door. And it works perfectly. So again, this is the side where I took 2 inches off. This is a 26-inch door. This started out as a 28-inch door. So I cut 2 inches off again, and I had to recut out the where the hinges go with the jig, my router jig. And here it is. It works perfectly now. So I just need to paint this up, get the door handle on, and the striker, and we're ready to go. So let me show you some close-ups here. Okay guys, here it is. Here you can see the gap here. So the gap looks good. And actually it doesn't really look unusual with that narrow, side panel here. I mean, if you didn't know better, looking at it from here, can you tell that that's really been cut down? It looks it looks better than I thought. So anyway, one thing that I did have to do, this bottom hinge right here, I needed to raise it up just 1/8 of an inch. So where I cut it, it was cut down a little too low. I couldn't get this hinge to match up. The top two did. So I just had to take it back off. I just used a hammer and chisel. I didn't use the router on it again. So I just had to chisel out a little section here, raise it up 1/8 of an inch, and it went right in. So I got a little patching to finish up there. That's what the door looks like open now. It looks a little unusual, but it works. I could not find a 26-inch door. I did find one at Menards, but they didn't even have the door handle cut out. So this was not cut out. This part was not cut out. It was just a real slab. And I'd already decided to do this before I found that one. And I would have ended up buying a hole saw to cut that hole out. So anyway, guys, while you're in here, I might as well show you the bathroom remodel. It's basically about done. So let me turn the camera around. Yeah, so here's the bathroom. So that's an old vanity that we painted, but we got the vanity top at Menards, got a new faucet, a new mirror, new light fixture. We painted the whole bathroom. Put new flooring in also. So this is ceramic flooring, or porcelain actually. It's porcelain tile that looks like wood. We put a new toilet in. And the biggest part of this whole project was the bathtub and the tiling. So this was just a one of those fiberglass inserts they had from the builder, and then a tub. So I ripped all that out, put all new cement board in, and put all new tile in. So let me back, I'll give you a wider shot. Yeah, so this is the indoor project, guys. So it's almost done. Like I said, we bought this property 4 years ago, and the first year or two is spent on the inside of the house, and this is one of the last things to finish up. So hey guys, thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and have a great day.